especially when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is under attack.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
DB's right up on the receivers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The run inside. It's Booth. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Reads it, fires complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. And they've flopped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Set. Ready to go.
Finds his man. Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is under attack. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. scrimmage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Taking the field down, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Fires it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They are really starting to build momentum, and now even the bounces are going their way.
Yeah, and it's just luck. I mean, those tend to even out throughout a game. I think really defensively, just don't get frustrated. Understand that those are going to happen. We're still going to get back in this football game.
And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Booth. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Working that left side now. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Booth. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Booth. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Works the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Holly. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Slithers into space. It's a running room. And there they go again. Another Another huge gain on the ground. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Booth. Quick step and go. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Knowles! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Football. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Delaware's head coach told me before the game, he understands that they are a smaller school, a group of 6 team coming in here today against a big ACC opponent. But he said, I want our guys to believe that they belong here. Play with the chip on their shoulder and show everybody in this stadium they're just as good as the ACC guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Blue Hens offense to go on the attack first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Might have a chance. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Line gets set. First down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Florida State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. The man who will run the offense is Jake Merklinger, the former Tennessee Volunteer. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. The run inside. It's Booth. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Handoff from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the pitch. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Inside the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lopez.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they got him.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gets it out fast. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pick off to stop the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front and go get...
Got a little grass. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now rolling to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Catch in the middle. It sucks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Booth. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He's looking to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. And the Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense
makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that...
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you, when I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Florida State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult.
He's taking the shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Still on his feet at the 45. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. Surge to head for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Lopez. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First down for this offense. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got it behind the line. It's Lopez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. He's at the 40.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28.
Let it go! Let it go!
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Here's the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. This is a real chance to sort of settle things. There he goes! Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. And he's knocked down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Got it looking for a first. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Creates a little space.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where we wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Finds his target down the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Blue Hens go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense penalty.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Blue Hens! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Booth. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They feed him again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As we head into the fourth quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. And the Noles will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. First down and 5 after the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Keeps it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Number 19.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up and breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds on the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The run inside. It's Booth. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The easy way to convert on third down, the penalty moves the sticks. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on infraction.
The offense moved. Because the defender jumped into the neutral zone and the offense will pick up the 5. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. Oh, he's just plowing ahead. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Booth. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. The option look. Quarterback keep. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. On the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Noles! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you'd love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, I can see the developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
Here's a little room there. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
It's a draw. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The give from the gun. He's got enough for the first down, and now oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away.